In Ontario's public school system, English language learners in the primary junior division are often integrated into general education classes that are predominantly English speaking. According to ESL instructor Daria Sasson, general education teachers tend to take one of the two approaches in supporting their ELL readers. 1. Trying to devise effective strategies to teach them with full class inclusion. Or 2. Planning differentiated activities that suit their abilities within a full class framework. Thinking about this issue through the lens of PROF504 led us to our problem statement. How can technology help primary-aged English language learners develop their vocabulary in predominantly English-speaking general education classrooms?
According to research, there is a widening discrepancy between the needs of different English language learners and the availability of resources for them in Ontario schools. Although over 60% of Ontario elementary schools had English language learners in 2017, only 38% of these schools had ELL teachers. Many English language learners also lack access to age and grade-appropriate learning materials in English. As a result, the needs of English language learners are often insufficiently addressed in general education classrooms that lack resources to address gaps in language mastery. Those who do not develop their written and oral communication skills by the end of their primary years are more likely to continue struggling with language development in later grades.
As a solution, we have proposed creating a hidden objects game application called Read and Seek, where English language learners can identify and find objects in classroom, household, and outdoor vignettes. There will be 3 levels of difficulty, with vocabulary becoming more complex the higher one goes. There will not be time constraints, as we want to emphasize learning and retention rather than speed. In this activity, students will be asked in their native language to find a particular item or everyday noun. Once the student has correctly identified and clicked the item on the screen, their device will read aloud the name of the item in English, then in their native language, read out a sentence that includes the word, and finally, read the name out once more before the student can move on to the next object.
We hope that our application will provide developmentally appropriate, open-source access to vocabulary learning. Because our application is targeted at primary-level English language learners, we sought to keep in mind the developmental levels of children when using technology for early learning, considering first what is best for healthy child development, and then considering how technology can help primary learners achieve their learning goals. Importantly, technology should never be used for the sake of using technology. We want to clarify that our application is intended to be a supporting tool for language learning and supporting English language learners in meeting their developmental objectives, which means that, for example, it can be used as a tool during play. The use of our application is also not limited to English language learners. We hope for it to be readily accessible and helpful to a range of students who struggle with or would like to practice their English vocabulary learning, spelling, and oral communication skills. By presenting information and content in a variety of ways, ensuring that all written words are read aloud and vice versa, we've aligned our product design with relevant UDL guidelines. We hope to meet students where they are at and support access and understanding across different ability levels.